So अगर आपको स्पोर्ट्स इंडस्ट्री में जाना है, if you want to be involved with something like this and pursue it as your career, this would be the best time because इससे ज़्यादा इवेंट्स आज तक कभी आया नहीं है. First of all, it is actually a very vague role because this is a nascent industry. Just because it's also a part of the entertainment industry, it has a name now. So, sports content specialist, digital content specialist, digital sports publishing, and so on. So, this is already a vague term because currently what I'm doing is basically everything. Sports content may, let's say you tune into Sony Live, yeah, you go to Sony Live, you open its sports page, and whatever you see in a nutshell is big banners, first of all, of any live matches that are going on. If besides that there'll be episodes of a few sports shows, maybe highlights of yesterday's matches, some special packages, किसी ने हैट्रिक मारा है, किसी ने 50 मारा है, someone got a century. So ये सारे वीडियोस जो आपको दिख रहे हैं, so ये वीडियोस लाइव स्ट्रीम से क्रिएट करके the packaging, the graphics, the texts that go on it, the scripts that go into them, यहाँ से लेके to the finished product that the viewer is actually watching, जो सीधा एक क्लिक करके you get the highlights on your front end, right, on your screen. स्पेशलिस्ट जैसा ऐसा कुछ इसमें अभी तक है नहीं. You specialize into it as and when eventually you get more and more used to it. As a even I took the traditional path. Basically 10th के बाद I went for science. I had physics, I had electronics, I had chemistry. Even after 10th 11th 12th होने के बाद भी मेरा जो curriculum चल रहा था, that was pretty traditional. So I went for physics graduation, right? So it was all science, but it was when I moved out of my house, and I saw कि यार arts जैसा भी कोई stream होता है, and beyond these three subjects, there are a lot of career opportunities that you can pursue, but it's just difficult to be informed about them since you don't see a lot of those professionals day in and day out. Right. So 11th 12th के बाद ऐसा कुछ hard and fast इसमें certifications या courses नहीं है which makes you a sports management professional, but basically you can do this side by side with any of the subjects that you are currently pursuing. There are doctors who still play football for my football club. There are some artists who currently work in my team, and it's kind of their second job. First is your knowledge of the sports, and second would be your passion for it, how much you're willing to make time for it. There are also a lot of undergrad courses that have started recently. जब मेरा MBA हुआ था sports management में, there were only 3 to 4 institutes offering MBA in sports management. And there are a lot of colleges offering sports sciences, which is basically physical education and a deeper understanding of how sports works, sports performance works, and how to train an athlete for the same. The sports management part, which is the administration part, it's working with the organizations, working in the administration department, getting used to the hierarchy and stuff. So this is something that has come up and is very new. It's a nascent thing. So I would say, yeah, undergrad के लिए there are sports sciences. Then postgrad के लिए there's sports management, in which there are a lot of fields which are similar to MBA but are adopted in a way that is suitable for sports industry, which is a mix of entertainment and sports. So थोड़ा सा changes आता है उसमें. So to say, similar fields है. There is sports marketing, there is sports finance, there is sports tech, there is sports analysis. So I would say, as a student who's currently in 10th, 12th, or even starting the graduation, you just hop onto LinkedIn or shiksha.com, or there are a couple of other of these websites that list those internships. The only issue here is they don't have a sports as a separate category. So you have to look up these companies that you follow on Google. तो like जैसे आपके घर के आसपास कोई मैराथन होने वाला है, राइट? सो लेट्स से थाने यहाँ पे हीरानंदानी, दे ऑर्गेनाइज अ ह्यूज मैराथन एवरी ईयर. So events like this is where you can approach them, and you can always volunteer for some of these events in a way. So this is mostly about the field job, right? When it comes to actual work, working something that is limited to a desk work, or something that is based around digital, then you'll have to reach out to people from the media sector, or people from who are actually closely working in that field. Shikix Academy is one academy based in Delhi, which is owned by Aditi Chauhan, who is Indian women's football team's goalkeeper and captain. And so she was just starting out with the academy. It had been a couple of months, and that's when I reached out to her and told her that I would love to work on this and help you set it up. 90% of us who are currently in sports industry never pursued anything that was specialized for sports. Really, anyone can do this. Even if you're a 10th standard student, even if you're in your 12th class, you just have to Google it, reach out to those few organizations, and do it as kind of an internship. So 2-3 months into it, and you would be very used to the mechanics and the instruments that they use. So this is one organization that I connected to, which is called Huddle, like HUDL. So they are into sports tech. I think this is a Pune-based company itself. Second was Puneri Paltan, who I worked with. They are a pro kabaddi league team. They used to train in our campus. So sports is doing these kind of works. It's all about contacts. If you know these people, if you're constantly involved into these sports affairs that are happening around you, you are bound to surely find one or the right now I work with live events, right? So it's mostly based around UEFA Champions League, UEFA Europa League. There is a new tournament that has been held in India for the first time ever, and it's Tennis Ball Cricket League, which is a T10 league, started just day before yesterday. A lot of celebrities, a lot of big names have come up into it trying to promote the sport, which is really good for the sporting ecosystem in India. Let's say if I am working a normal shift, say 10 to 7, ठीक है? तो ऐसे shift में generally I just get up, freshen up, get all my chores for the day done, and then let's say I'm logging in at 10. If there's an event at 11, ठीक है? So एक cricket match start हो रहा है 11 बजे. 10 बजे I'll log in. I'll make sure that the live streams are ready to go. I'll make sure that I have all the graphics creatives ready जो front end पे आपको दिखेगा. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि माझी मुंबई एंड चेन्नई के वीर के जगह कोई बैंगलोर का फोटो लग गया है लेकिन नाम किसी और का आ रहा है. So these are some things that are minor things, but it makes a huge difference. And once the live stream is ready to go, we just wait for it. Like abhi agar say the stream goes live, so there is always a buffer time before this. There are a lot of technicalities involved. इस buffer time में we make sure that जो भी links उसमें feed हुआ है, broadcasting team से जो भी feed आ रहा है, those are all connected well to the platform, so that once the event goes live from there, यहाँ पे स्क्रीन पे आपको डायरेक्टली पूरा फीड दिखेगा without any problems, audio problems, video problems, graphics problems. So once this feed starts, it's basically monitoring. So I do get to watch a lot of matches myself. Some of these popular live events आपने देखा होगा नीचे, you get to see those key moments, right? So if you're watching a live stream, नीचे key moments, if you click, you get you get a pop-up screen of all the big moments that have happened in that match until the live event. अब आता है post live operations. So this is when the match has done, right? So now you have to decide how much or how big a promotion you're going to give this particular match. When you say flexibility, you get to work uh, with a flexible schedule, but at the same time you will be working odd hours. So uh, there is a very rare chance that I'll be working on a day 10 to 5. ऐसा shift ही नहीं है. Schedule gets chaotic. Schedule gets a lot chaotic when you're starting out. I would say even my first year out here, यहाँ पे काम करना was difficult because पहले शेड्यूल सेट करने में ही मेरे को अराउंड 2-3 मंथ्स लग गया. ये 2-3 महीने में आई वाज जस्ट फिगरिंग आउट कि मैं अपनी चीजें कैसे करूँ, मैं खाने के लिए टाइम कैसे बनाऊँ, व्हाट इज द एग्जैक्ट टाइम दैट आई वुड गेट अ ब्रेक एंड कब काम आ जाएगा. यहाँ पे एडजस्ट होने में काफी टाइम लगेगा एंड देयर इज नेवर अ टाइम व्हेन you feel like you aren't working. If anyone thinks that sports pays a lot, then that is just for the elite percentage, which would be like 2 to 3% of the top professionals in the industry. So if you're starting out in the sports industry, be very prepared of the fact कि आपको starting में पैसा नहीं मिलने वाला है बिल्कुल. So let's say if you're interning for some companies, or maybe you're starting out in a new company that has offered you a job, यहाँ पे difficult होगा to get a certain expectation of returns that you would generally expect from a normal job. अगर आप sports marketing, sponsorships and acquisitions और similar fields में हो, then you would definitely start out somewhere around like ये sports marketing and general MBA का marketing जो है, these would be somewhat similar in terms of monetary returns. Other fields like sports tech or working with sports teams for their live events field पे, these would be different. They are very much dependent on किस team के साथ आप काम कर रहे हो, आपका exact role क्या है वहाँ पे, and how much you're bringing in. So this is also again a lot of variables come in. जो मेरा digital part है, this is very similar to a corporate level का workflow. So अगर आपको sports industry में जाना है, if you want to be involved with something like this and pursue it as your career, this would be the best time. Because इससे ज़्यादा events आज तक कभी आया नहीं है